Hello, and welcome to the Shutterstock Showcase. I'm Whitney Walker, Director of Brand Marketing, and I'm so thrilled to be your host today. Our Shutterstock Showcase is a series of ongoing events that explore innovations in visual content and media, where we connect you with our experts to dive deeper into various topics. Today, we'll be exploring creative AI, and I'm so excited to kick things off. So let's see what's on our agenda for today. First, Michael Ches, our Senior Director of Product, will showcase a demo of our newest creative AI features. After that, Dr. Alessandra Sala, our Senior Director of AI and Data Science, will unveil a framework outlining our commitments to ethical AI. And then you'll get a sneak peek into the future of AI and 3D capabilities from Dade Ogeron, our VP of 3D Innovation. There are two ways that we encourage you to interact with us throughout the event. The first way is through the live chat feature. The second way is through the Q&A tool. So if you have any questions, please use this tool, which you'll see on the right hand of your screen. We also recommend using Google Chrome for the best experience for this event. This event will be recorded and available on the event page directly following. And with that, I'm delighted to bring to stage John Kane, our Chief Product and Digital Officer, to get things started.
Thanks, Whitney. Let me quickly set the stage. For more than 20 years, we've been known across the globe for our huge, high-quality stock library. But even with over 700 million assets, you can't always find the perfect image. So what if you find one that's almost right? In the past, there wasn't much you could do. But now, you can instantly adjust the image to make it yours, using our incredibly powerful and simple creative AI. That's why we're here today, to see how Shutterstock helps creators never settle for close enough. You'll spend less time in your old photo editor and more time bringing your vision to life. When you make stock your own, our library goes from massive to infinite. What if you do all that, but you still can't find the perfect image? We'll go ahead and make one from scratch, instantly. Describe what you want, and our AI-powered image generator makes that possible. In all cases, the content and data we use to build our AI technology is properly licensed, ethically sourced, and our artists are compensated. Innovative, cutting-edge AI built ethically from the start. So let's take a look. Please welcome Michael Shays, our Senior Director of Product, to share what we've recently launched on Shutterstock.com.
Thank you, John, and hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. It's so cool to see such a great activity in the chat and people joining from all around the world. Like, it's amazing. I saw people from all the continents, really, like Asia, Africa, someone from Nigeria, South America, Europe, people from Paris, my hometown, and even someone from Texas. It's amazing. I am Michael Shays, Senior Director of Product leading our creative AI initiatives, and I'm thrilled to present to you how our new AI features will enhance your creative process. With over 2 decades of experience in the creative industry, I've never been more excited by the potential of these new technologies to empower anyone to share their stories. So if you want to share your excitement today, use the chat. If you have any question, there is also a Q&A tab that you can use, and we will answer your questions during the presentation and also at the end. But many of you visit Shutterstock today to discover captivating and engaging creative assets, such as this professionally captured photograph. And some of you possess the skills to utilize the creative software, like photo editing software, so you can transform this image to suit your vision and incorporate this ingredient into your final design. The new Shutterstock Creative AI features will assist all of you. By all of you, I really mean all of you, even if you don't have any design skill, without any learning curve, It will help you perfect your image for your projects, accomplishing professional-grade photo editing tasks in seconds. So allow me to demonstrate how you can customize our extensive library of hundreds of millions of images and make stock your own. And to do so, I will start a demonstration, and I will share my screen and pretend that today I'm the owner of a small travel agency. So let me share my screen first. Hi, Courtney from Virginia. Thanks everyone for joining. So I'm at the head of this travel agency, and I have in mind a project, a campaign. I want to share a discount code to my customers. They will get a discount if they book a solo trip during this fall. So usually your experience with Shutterstock starts with a search, and you just have a few keywords in mind. So I would just say, okay, beach vacation. And as soon as you hit search, you start getting inspired by those millions of images taken by professional photographers all around the world. There is one that I really like. It's this one. For many reasons. I love the blue sky. I love the white sand. I like the fact that the horizon is not at the center, but at the bottom. If you have the reference in mind, like if you know a movie that talks about that, share it in the chat. So yeah, I'm really into this picture. But this picture is almost perfect. I would prefer a pop of red because that's the brand, that's my visual signature in my agency. And also we see a couple here when this is a campaign for a solo trip. So it would be better to just have one person on this beach. So I could try to find a designer. I could try to learn how to use a photo editing software, or just click on edit. And that's the new experience that we released. On any image on Shutterstock, click on edit, and it will launch this new creative AI editor with 2 sections, edit for photo editing, and also the design workspace to turn this image into a design. And on the right, you have all the creative features. So I want to start with the first one, which is also my favorite one, the magic brush. Magic brush, we try to make it like super easy. So you can just paint over the image, and you paint over an object or a specific area, and then you can ask our AI to add an element to the image, replace an object by another one, or delete something. So I like a pop of red. I will paint over the umbrella, and I will ask our AI that what I need, like the perfect picture I have in mind, it's actually a couple under a red umbrella. This is the best way really to guide our AI. Just describe the perfect picture you have in mind. You click on generate, and it will take a few seconds for AI to process those pixels, and we will send you some options back. This is option 1. Option 2, a more modern look. Let me know in the chat which one you prefer. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Option 3. Notice how this AI is so smart. Like it identified that the source of light is coming from the right. So it would take really like 30 hours for me to do it with the traditional way, in the photo editing software. You like 2, you like 3. Hold on, you like 4. Yeah, I think I'm into 4. I like the vibe because it looks chill. Chloe, you like 4 too. David too. Angela, okay, let's go with 4. You can also use the magic brush. Let me click on new, and I will paint now over this woman because I just want one person on this beach. So in that case, you can just let our AI do the work for you, and click on erase. Let's see what will happen. So again, it will take a few seconds. So what's funny is that our AI will try to replace the pixels that you painted by pixels that make sense. So sometimes it will add more sand, okay? Sometimes our AI will go like super creative and add a sandy castle. Sometimes a beach ball, but most of the time it will erase what you select. So I really like this picture now. It will speak to my audience. I have the pop of red. I only have like one person, so it will inspire my customers to book a solo trip. But I need more air. So what does it mean? It's a very classic use case. It's when you need more sky or more sand in that case. So let me introduce you to the second creative AI feature, Expand. It will just do the work for you. So Expand, again, it will take a few seconds. And it's really as if you were asking the photographer to zoom out. So it would be like, zoom out more, even more. Here we go. And now you get a completely different take. So first, it's communicating now someone who is chilling by himself on this beach. It's really dreamy. This is really good. But also, it gives me way more options to insert this image into a design. I have way more space to add text, for instance. So I could choose to download this edit and share it with my community, or I could also just transform it into a design. So let me zoom in and show you at the top. You can switch to the Design tab. And this is a workspace where we generate templates, designs, directly inserting the image that you have just edited into the design. So you can really preview what you will share with your users. These are Insta stories, but if I zoom in at the bottom, I can show you, let's go to an Instagram post. We generate more templates. If you don't like these ones, click on See More Templates and we will generate more templates. I really like the design of this one. And now we're introducing a new set of tools. So you can, with one-click actions, remix the typography, the colors, the layout, and adjust the image in your design. So you can really make a design in seconds without having to make hundreds of creative decisions. So let's start with text. Here you can directly change the messaging here. Here we go. And at the bottom, we have what we call text styles, which are typeface combinations curated by our creative team. So let's see how it works with Montserrat. It's bold, it's modern, maybe a bit too bold. Let's try Maton. Yeah, it's slick, modern. It's really more on brand with my agency. I love it. And now that it will be shared actually on the phone, on Instagram, I'm a bit scared that this person will look too small. My subject will look too small. So I will click on Adjust Image. And at any time, you can pan the image to the left, the right, top or bottom, or you can even zoom in and make sure that now it's centered and the composition is perfect. Only takes a few seconds. Last creative touch, I will click on Colors. It's my favorite feature when I design. We are with AI automatically extracting the dominant colors from the image to create a cohesive design. So it will look good wherever you do, wherever you you pick, it will look good. But you can also force a different palette. Again, in my agency, we like a pop of red, so we'll force warmer colors. And now it's way more engaging, way more on brand for me. So I'm ready to click on download. When you click on download, what's happening? You are licensing the original image taken by one of our contributors. So the image with the couple and the yellow umbrella, you will get it full resolution. And you will also get what you edit with our AI features. So you will get also this image with only one person on the beach and the red umbrella, plus also a PNG file of this design ready to be shared on Instagram. You can launch these actions on any image of our catalog. So that's what John was saying. You can really turn our hundreds of millions of pictures into infinite possibilities with those features. But sometimes you will be so creative that you won't find your creative base. You won't find an image that is suiting your vision. So in that case, we invite you to use our AI image generator. If you click on Generate in our navigation on the left, we just invite you to describe what you have in mind. So let's pretend I work in the fashion industry and I have this idea of a photo of a tiger in a fancy bed with a top hat. I think it would be very fun. And as you can imagine, this might not be a picture that you will find on Shutterstock. So let's click on Generate. And after a few seconds, we will reveal some options. Oh yeah, this one is too cute to be true. So I will pick this one. And again, on any AI-generated image, you can click on Edit, and you will get access to the same features. Magic Brush, Expand. AI tends to generate close-ups, so I will click on Expand, actually. just to zoom out a bit and get more curtains and a better view of the bed. Here we go. And again, in a few clicks, you can turn it into a design. Hit design, Insta story, why not? Pick a template, change the typeface, a warmer color, and download. So you see how in a few seconds, you can really turn any image into a professional design. It will look good. You don't have to launch any tool. Everything is happening on Shutterstock. Great, thank you. That's the end of my demonstration. So we will jump back to the presentation and recap what we have just seen together. So all these creative AI features are today available on Shutterstock for editing any image in our catalog. So actually in the webinar now, you should have a link, a Learn More button. If you click on it, you will see a beautiful page that is listing all the AI features available on Shutterstock and also links to try them. You can try all of them for free. So make sure to click on the Learn More button. You can use crop to change the photo aspect ratio and filters also to change the look of any image from black and white to vintage. Expand, a new AI feature to broaden the view of any image, as if you were asking the photographer to zoom out and see what's behind the scenes. It's purely magical. Look what's going on with this picture and how Expand added a new window on the right, more plants on the left, and also completed the outfit of this woman. It's purely magic. It's pure magic. It's really amazing, and it takes seconds. Variations is also a fun one. So you see this image here, that's a stock image, and if you hit variation, it will generate alternate options. You will get with AI different textures, different angles, light orientations. Okay, I think we're back. Let me know in the chat. Am I back? I hope so. Sorry for this. It's a live event. We have a lot of users today, but hopefully you can hear me back. Yes, I'm back. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Angela. Thank you for the live feedback. Okay, great. So variations, play with it. I really love it. It will give you just unique creative takes on any image. We also play together with the magic brush. So the magic brush, you can magically modify any image. You just brush over the image to select something, and then you describe what you want to add, erase, or replace. Okay, so I've edited this beautiful portrait. I just painted over her head to add a white hat, and also painted over this distracting orange element in the glass. And look at what I was able to create in seconds. It's amazing. So photo editing, but also we believe that with AI, we can automate design. So please try the design tab today. It will reduce like hundreds of creative decisions that you have to make. You know, which template, which colors, which typeface. We will automate everything for you so you can remix layout, the typography, and the color theme. And there is more to come. Very soon, we will release our brand new background remover to cut out the subject of the image from the background and let you generate a new one. We will also automatically animate your design so you can choose to share a static design or a video with your community in just one click. So expect to play with those new features in the coming weeks, okay? Very, very soon. Well, I can't wait to see what you will create on Shutterstock. And as we've seen, our creative AI features hold incredible potential for transforming photo editing and pushing the boundaries of creativity and efficiency. But with great power comes great responsibility. So it's not just about what AI can do, but how it should be used. This brings us to a critical aspect of technological advancement, ethics. And now I'm excited to pass the stage to my colleague, Alessandra, who will delve into the heart of ethical innovation. Hey, Alessandra.
Thank you, Michael. It was so entertaining. I really loved it. And hello, everyone. I'm Alessandra Sala, the Senior Director of AI and Data Science at Shutterstock. I'm also the co-chair of the UNESCO Women for Ethical AI and the Global President of Women in AI, which is a nonprofit organization working towards to close the gender gap in AI. You have heard first from John and then from Michael, our amazing AI vision and capabilities. But now I want to unveil what's behind Shutterstock innovation and how we enable our customer with safe and inspiring content to realize their biggest idea. So I'm very proud today to introduce our trust framework as it showcases concrete action to implement ethical AI in practice. Trust stands for training, royalty, uplift, safeguard, and transparency. And now let's unpack each one of them. And obviously, I'll start with training. Today's status quo and practice in training foundation model is to scrape everything available from internet. Unfortunately, doing so, we have too many issues. On the first side, we violate IP rights. The second one, we indiscriminately bundle good content with violent content, adult themes, stereotype, and much more. We at Shutterstock have taken a very different path. We only stand by ethically sourced and licensed content, as John said before. But what does that mean in practice? Our AMI model are trained on properly licensed content where the IP is licensed to Shutterstock by the right holders. We empower our contributor with the option to opt out from the training of AI model to respect their autonomy and preferences. And then in regard to quality, we review every single asset. The review are performed by a human to ensure that the content is at the highest quality and is compliant with our very strict content guidelines. So when we use this data to train those models, we know the violent, discriminatory content is not there. Moving to royalty, spoiler alert, compensate artists fairly. We launched the first of its kind contributor fund. The contributor fund is a mechanism that compensates artists for leveraging their content in training our AI technology. The contributor fund provides ongoing royalties linked to licensing activity for generated asset. And it generates incomes to artists without the usual production cost. So the contributor fund is our testament to the commitment to support the artist and photographer network. And now let's move to uplift. We endeavor to balance representation with diverse gender, ethnicity, orientation. Why? Because we want to cultivate an equitable creative platform. We have established the Create Fund that provides historically excluded artists with financial and professional support to help to close the access gap, to fill the content gap. As you can see in those images, each one of them represents a different project meant to grow diversity in our catalog. So to further diversity, equity, and inclusion within our content library and in our creative ecosystem. Moving to safeguard, we implemented a multi-layer content control, which ensure things like ethical compliance, legal integrity, brand safety for all our customers. And specifically, this means that we have implemented a safety mechanism to control the attempt to create content that displays adultery, offensive content, or violence, and we block it. We also provide licensing protection, including protection against the AI training liability on all licenses of AI-generated content. And finally, we offer our enterprise user the same protection for AI-generated content as from professional stock asset. So our asset assurance underline our commitment to the safety, integrity of all our content. And finally, let's move to our last piece, transparency. Ensuring trust, integrity, safety, it's indispensable, but is not enough. Content provenance and explicitly disclosure of AI-generated content are the ultimate element for a truly transparent process. To that extent, we commit to certify content to explicitly distinguish AI-generated and human-curated content to help our customer to distinguish against deepfake, misinformation, or other form of misuse. So we uphold content authenticity and integrity with our support and membership of the Content Authenticity Initiative and the C2PA, which is the standardization group for content authenticity and provenance. And we will soon label all AI-generated content according to industry standard. So to conclude, with our trust framework, we have moved from the abstract AI principle to concrete action that guide our responsible AI innovation, which ultimately underlines our journey to push the boundary towards an AI safety approach. While we have been operating with those principles and practice for quite a long time now, we just formally announced our trust framework with an announcement that you can read on our press room. We'll also drop the link into the chat. So if you want to check it out and read more and learn more, feel free to look for the link in the chat. So thank you for having me here today, and I want to turn it to Dade, VP of 3D Innovation, for an exciting walkthrough to the Shutterstock AI future.
Thank you so much, Alessandra. It really is wonderful. Shutterstock's commitment towards ethical AI is truly inspiring for me. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining from all over the place. Today, I am really thrilled to talk about two revolutionary technologies that are reshaping the landscape of digital design and marketing. Generative 3D and radiance field technology. Now, before we dive in, let's talk about why 3D. For years, 3D has been a cornerstone in our visual storytelling. It's offered depth, realism, and immersive experiences unmatched by 2D counterparts. Designers and marketers have long recognized this potential in creating engaging, lifelike models and environments. But as you can see from this slide, 3D content creation has many facets: modeling, animation, rendering, the list goes on. I know it can be quite daunting. The complexity and costs associated with 3D modeling have often made it a challenging and resource-intensive endeavor. Also, the meticulous process of creating lifelike 3D environments and models has often been a high barrier, limiting the access and scalability, especially for designers and marketers. But today we stand on a brink of transformation. Generative 3D technology, it's not just a step, but a giant leap forward in making 3D design more accessible and economical. Imagine a world where the barriers of technical skills and high costs no longer stifle creativity. Generative 3D tools harness the power of artificial intelligence, enabling the creation of intricate 3D models and environments with simpler inputs and less manual sculpting. Our exciting partnership with NVIDIA brings this innovation to the forefront. NVIDIA is helping us leverage the power of AI to transform 3D modeling from a specialist job to something more accessible to all creators. The AI models that we're building with NVIDIA, running on their Picasso platform, automates the intricate aspects of the modeling process, makes it faster, more cost-effective, and far less reliant on deep technical skills. Now, what does this mean for designers and marketing teams? It means liberation from intricate, often tedious aspects of 3D modeling. Everything you see here was generated by our 3D generator. By automating part of the creative process, these tools allow teams to focus on the bigger picture, the creative vision. Generative 3D propels design teams into a realm of heightened productivity and innovation. Rapid prototyping becomes a reality where iterations that once took days can now be accomplished in hours or even minutes. The speed and flexibility in design empowers teams to experiment more freely, test a broader range of ideas, and ultimately arrive at superior outcomes. Beyond efficiency, we're talking about expanding creative horizons. Generative 3D allows for building a larger, more complex world. Think expansive landscapes and intricate urban settings, crafted with a level of detail previously unattainable with tight deadlines and budgets. For marketers, this means that more compelling and immersive experiences for audiences, as well as enhancing engagement and storytelling. And of course, let's not forget the human touch. While generative 3D automates and simplifies, it does not replace the designer. Instead, it enhances their capabilities, allowing them to infuse their unique artistic vision into projects without the mundane, limiting aspects of the process. Now, of course, if that's not exciting enough, let's jump into radiance fields. While generative 3D is revolutionizing how we create models, radiance fields, also known as NeRFs or Gaussian splats now, is transforming the very foundation of how 3D environments are captured and recreated. Traditionally, crafting photorealistic 3D environments has been the domain of expert 3D artists. Radiance field technology changes this. It allows the creation of 3D models environments directly from conventional photographs and videos. This is monumental because it places power of 3D modeling into the hands of photographers and videographers. The shift just doesn't make 3D more accessible. It significantly reduces the cost and time associated with creating 3D assets. This is literally 3D's digital camera moment. And the implications for consumer engagement are profound. Imagine offering customers the ability to take virtual tours of real estate listings, travel destinations, or even retail stores in stunning, realistic 3D detail right from their devices. Consider the enhanced e-commerce experiences where buyers can examine products in 3D, understanding their features in ways a flat image could never convey. Radiance Field enables these experiences to provide a richer, more interactive, engaging visual exploration. And furthermore, interactive content and virtual experiences created with Radiance Field technology can forge deeper, more meaningful connections with consumers. This technology can turn online shopping into an experience that rivals the physical one. I'm serious. And virtual tours into exploration so real, they invoke genuine emotion. Here at Shutterstock, we're all in on Radiance Field technology. Back in July, we announced a first-of-its-kind product called Virtual Locations, which are essentially stock Radiance Fields intended to be used for a wide variety of immersive experiences. We're working on developing standardized techniques and training to help our contributors capture the world around them in stunning 3D detail so that we can quickly build an expansive library of locations from around the world. As we continue to explore the boundaries of what's possible, one thing is clear. The future of digital content is not just about watching or browsing. It's about experiencing. We're transitioning from this being, we're being mere spectators to active participants in digital worlds that are more realistic, they're more interactive, and they're more engaging than ever before. So both generative 3D technology, fueled by our partnership with NVIDIA, and the advancements of virtual locations are breaking down the barriers of what have historically been limiting the use of 3D in design and marketing. These technologies aren't just tools. They represent a paradigm shift in digital creativity. They empower a wider range of creators to build more expansive, more immersive, and more engaging 3D worlds than ever before. The future of digital interaction, storytelling, and e-commerce lies in these technologies. And the future isn't just accessible. It is vividly three-dimensional, deeply engaging, and boundlessly creative. I want to thank you so much for your time and your willingness to embark on this exciting journey with us into the new dimension of 3D technology. And if you'd like to learn more about these new technologies, click on the Learn More button on your screen. Now, I'm sure everyone has plenty of questions, so let's bring the team back for some quick Q&A.
Thank you, Dave, and thank you to all of our presenters today. We indeed have some questions coming through, so we're going to kick off the Q&A. And our first question is for Michael. The question is, what sets Shutterstock apart from the competition in generative and creative AI?
There are a lot of aspects that differentiate our offering from the competition. I would say first, our AI, is trained in partnership with OpenAI on our content, so we know, how it was trained. We also introduced, as Alessandra said, a contributor fund, so making sure that it's ethical and also fair to the people who created the content that trained the model. And then for our customers, I think it makes it unique because it's part of your flow of finding content. You're not getting into another tool. No, you search content first that you can enhance and make it perfect. With an experience, we try to make it super easy to use, very natural, so you don't have to learn anything, and then anyone can edit those pictures. So we can't wait to see what will happen with this, and always being very fair with the contributors. So that's also a critical aspect. So for instance, what I was showing, editing this picture of a couple on a beach. When you make the AI edit, it's really like using a classic editor, but to get this edit, you need to license the original picture. So the photographer gets a fee. So we think it will also, increase the chances to find the right content and really leverage this amazing catalog of pictures that we have today.
Thank you, Michael. And on that topic, our next question is for Alessandra. And the question is, can you tell us more about the Content Authenticity Initiative and how it supports the artist community?
Thank you. I've seen so many interesting questions. I hope we can answer all of them. This is particularly important to us. We have our artist community as at the forefront of everything we do. It's our biggest asset, Shutterstock, the network of artists and photographers around the world. So we find all possible ways to acknowledge their contribution in the work that they do and in the asset that they bring into our platform. So acknowledging the provenance and authenticity of their work, today they can certify those images through the camera that they are using. In the AI-generated space, clearly distinguish and putting those visible certificates that you can click and read that this was an image generated from this technology, so that you can clearly distinguish what comes from an artist and what comes from AI. respecting their work, respecting the work that is leveraged with our artist community and brought into our generative world as well. So full transparency, disclosing the provenance and authenticity of every single asset we have in our catalog.
Thank you. Okay, let's talk about 3D. So Dave, this question is for you. What are Shutterstock's 3D AI tools able to create?
Well, our current focus really is on developing tools that generate 3D objects, but we're also developing AI tools to help create physically based materials. So if you're in 3D and you need to create, beautiful surfaces, you'll be able to do that as well with AI, as well as HDRI lighting environments. So basically being able to generate a lighting environment of any sort to illuminate your 3D models that you're generating with our platform. So a wide span of tools that we're going to be offering for 3D creation.
Awesome. So this next question is also about our AI tools. Back to Michael. Do I have to sign up for an account to use the AI tools at Shutterstock?
Oh yeah, it's a good question. So to use the AI features such as expand or the magic brush, we just ask you to log in with an email, sign up with an email, and then you can actually try those features for free to get a taste and see if you like the results. And to get the unwatermarked result, then you need to license the original image. So you will have to subscribe to a plan or just license the original image. But if you click on the learn more call to action, actually, there is a landing page and you will see some deep links to test all those features. And yeah, just log in with an email and you will be able to try all these AI features for free on any image of our catalog. So yeah, can't wait to get your feedback. It should be really fun.
Absolutely. One more question for you, Michael. Can I make multiple edits and designs on the same image that I've licensed?
I love this question too. Yeah. So, and I see a lot of conversation in the chat about, AI, is it replacing my job and stuff? So I've been working in this industry for a very long time to tell you that nothing will replace the mindset and the eye of a designer. And if someone wants to create, with the tools that they have, I remember going to restaurants 20 years ago and I could tell, this menu has been designed in Microsoft Word using clip arts, and that was it. Like we need to understand also that a lot of people don't have access actually to those designers, sometimes those creative teams. I think about like solopreneurs, small business owners. So we really want to empower everyone with accessible tools to make, something that looks good, So the question, Whitney, that's very good is that once you license an image, we let you run how many edits that you want because you license the original image, and it would be as if you were opening it multiple times in a classic photo editing software. It's exactly the same. So you can come back to this image, try the magic brush, say, that's cool, download, come back to this image, generate a variation, say, cool, I can use it. So yes, that's the spirit. It's really like think about a classic photo editing workflow.
Awesome. Another question for Alessandra. Can content generated with Shutterstock's AI image generator be licensed for commercial use cases?
Very good question indeed. And the simple answer is absolutely yes. That's how we serve our customer. We know our customer use those images for different commercial purposes. And therefore, we have different license offer for them. For example, for enterprise customer, they can enjoy the full and same protection that they always enjoy with our normal catalog library, including the full indemnification where applicable, as long as AI-generated images are approved from our content review team. And requesting a review and an approval, it's so easy, it's just one-click process. But we also have other one, our license offer, for example, for non-enterprise customer, for what we call e-com customer, they can download either with a standard license, with enhanced license, and enjoy the right associated to those licenses. The only caveat with those different licenses is that we request that this image will not be used for infringement of third-party property, misappropriate or violent content, infringing intellectual property, or to generate spam, false misinformation. So there are a few nuances, and our customer can pick the option that they prefer.
Okay, great. So that led into another question, which you've answered. How do I license images created with Shutterstock's AI image generator under the full protections of my current Shutterstock agreement?
Exactly. So I think this is particularly applicable for enterprise customer, where they have the full protection, including indemnification, and it's very easy. You just, as Michael said, explore, experience, modify, expand, do all your edit when you're ready to license and you want to download your image, you request an actual review. So our content expert team can review that image. It only takes one click and you will receive the image with the full review, the review and the full indemnification, just to make sure our customers are protected.
Thank you. Okay, back to 3D. So Dade, how will I be able to access the 3D generative AI tools, and when will I be able to use these tools?
That's a great question. So the 3D generative tools that we're building right now will be first accessible via an API for enterprise customers. But what we're doing is we're working with partners in the industry who wish to give access to the API directly or incorporate into their tools so that a wider audience can experience it. However, we do plan on integrating the 3D generator into the TurboSquid marketplace at some point in the future. But right now, the focus is to bring the experience to the artist workflows directly. And the timeline that we're looking at, so we currently right now we have a sort of a closed testing that we're doing with select partners this year and early next year, and that we're looking to have a broader access somewhere around early Q2 of next year.
Great. Okay, and I think that wraps up our Q&A session for today's event. So on that note, I want to thank everyone for joining us today, and a very special thank you to our presenters, John, Michael, Alessandra, and Dade. We hope you enjoyed the conversation and learned something new. And we invite you to explore what's next for creative AI by visiting our site and following us at Shutterstock. Thank you all.